So I will just start this piece. So let's just grab a piece of paper, and instead of using a ruler, we're gonna fold our paper hamburger style. Okay, so you get this nice horizontal line in the middle. Then we're gonna fold it hot dog style. It's just saving us time. And so if you don't have a ruler, it is also helpful. So we have these 4 squares right here. I'm gonna fold the top towards the middle, hot dog or hamburger style. All right. It's probably a little hard to see, but I got 2, 2, and 2. I'm gonna take my pencil and I'm going to split this one down the middle. Just try to find the middle and maybe use like a box to make a nice straight line. But keep it light, not like mine. Okay, so 1 and 1. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side, but I'm gonna use the outside of this box to make a nice light straight line. Okay. So we're just making a bunch of boxes right now. And then I'm gonna make this one into 4 squares. Make sure that that line is connected. Another line in the middle. Okay. So should have 4 squares in this box. Fix that later. And then for this one down here to the left, I'm gonna make a horizontal line. And 2 squares. 1, 2. Okay. So you can choose whatever shapes, designs that you want. So I'm going to draw a diagonal line from this corner to the other corner. I'm going to draw a star in here. For as long as I know, I've never been able to do a perfect star without using this method. It's like an A without the middle line, and then you bring that across like that. Horizontal line. And I want to keep it inside this square. All right. And then I'm going to erase the lines in the middle. When we get the coloring, we'll erase these lines as we go. Because if you look at Peter Blake's work, he used colors to separate, didn't use black lines. All right, now I'm going to separate this box. I'm going to make 2 horizontal lines, making this bar in the middle. Still no one from our... That's okay. I'll answer questions because I got my laptop up. So if anyone has questions, let me know. Okay. Now I'm going to do a rainbow inside this box. Make one for the red. I'm kind of curving it and straightening it out at the top. So this one is going to be the red part of the rainbow. Now I'm going to do the orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. So those are the colors of the rainbow, if you did not know. So that's that one. Now I'm going to move over to this big square right here and make like this cross shape. Like I said, you can pick and choose and make your own shapes because he has a bunch. If you ever have seen his work before or after this session, go on and look. He uses all types of shapes and designs and pictures. So if you have like any pictures laying around, you can cut them out and paste them on the paper. Okay, that's that one. Now I'm going to do a heart in this square. Go, the heart. I'm going to do circles, little tiny circles in the next one. I'm going to do 4 across. And 3 rows. Okay, is that square? Maybe I'll do like a checkerboard theme for this one. So I'm going to draw a line going down from the point of this heart and then a line across. And then when it gets time to color in, I'll color in these squares different colors. Okay, and then I'll do a diamond shape in this square. It helps make a perfect diamond shape, which I didn't do to begin with, sorry, is making like a shape like this. And then connecting them together. So you get a perfectly symmetric diamond. So there's my diamond. Okay, I'm just gonna do like diagonal lines on this one. Okay, and soon I'll show you guys examples of his work so you can get a better idea, and maybe after this one you'll be able to make more like this. These are great to do when you have nothing else to do or you can't think of what to draw or whatever. I'm going to make these ones like zigzag shapes. So they're pretty much like capital M's in that square. Make another one. He was a lot cleaner than what I'm doing, but for purposes of the video, I'm going fairly quickly on it because we don't got much time because it's already 5:30. Okay. So next is this big rectangle shape down here. I just did like straight down vertical lines. And when you guys start to color, I would have another sheet of paper underneath, because you're gonna have to go to the edges and you don't want to get whatever you're using get on your tables at home or whatnot. So I have a sheet of paper right in front of me that I'll be using. Okay, so now I'm gonna make a big bullseye circle right in this big one and have some diagonals as well. So I'm gonna start from like about here. Just keep it very sketchy. He liked using these kind of bullseye shape, bullseye designs in his work, and then have big vertical or diagonal lines like that going towards this circle. Okay. Then we're gonna make a circle in the middle. Another circle. Okay. And another circle around that. Okay. So I am done with my design. Now I'm going to show you guys other works by Peter Blake so you can get inspired if you have not started. So here's the first one. So all these different shapes and designs. He used letters and numbers sometimes. He also used characters that he grew up with, like Mickey Mouse, and incorporated those into his pieces. He was very inspired by his culture growing up. Elvis Presley, Mickey Mouse, Madonna, a lot of significant people. He actually started making, what's the word? Vinyls and stuff like that for bands. He made one for the Beatles, and that's when he got very popular. Forgot what the name of the album was, but they loved it, and other bands saw it and they loved it too. Alright, so now I'm going to start coloring. So like I said, make sure to have another piece of paper underneath. I'm using markers. So I'm going to outline that line. Another thing you could do is kind of tape off the edges, or mark the edges so you can make like a frame, so you don't have to go all the way like what I'm doing. Other than that one I showed you with the Mickey Mouse, his other pieces don't have borders. Okay, so there's that one. I'm going to use a green for the other parts. Kind of outline that box with my green and color it in. And you could see he got quite extensive with his design, so you could do more than this eventually. He painted, did prints, did a lot of different things. Alright, so I think I'm going to do a red star. So I'm going to outline a star in red first, and then color it in. Alright, now I'm going to color it in red. I'm using markers. You could obviously use color pencils, crayons, anything to color with. I just think this process and how he made these pieces really was something to do, and it gave him something to do, and it can give you guys something to do whenever you're bored and you have a blank piece of paper in front of you. I've always loved drawing shapes and like using geometry in my artwork. Okay, so I'm going to do the background of that one yellow, just so that star really pops. Sorry if I'm kind of rushing. You'll be able to rewatch after I am done if you missed anything. Like I said, if you're on right now, go ahead and send me some questions and I'll be glad to answer them for you. Okay, I'm going to do this bar right here, orange. Okay. Those of you who are watching or doing this piece, take your time for sure. Okay, I'm going to do, so it's not gator colors. I'm going to choose purple. No. Yes. Yeah, I'm going to choose purple. I'm going to do the top and the bottom. I'll just make the box with the heart blue. Okay. You want this piece to be super clean, like you just printed it out offline. Because if you look at his works, they're super crisp and very clean. Okay, start my rainbow, obviously with the red is at top. You never know sometimes. I've definitely asked the question to a couple people in the past what the colors are of the rainbow, and some had no idea or did the opposite colors. So they had purple on top, then blue, then green, then yellow, etc. So that is with grown-ups and children. So, alright, so I'm gonna do orange next. I think through what we are all going through right now with COVID and not being able to go out and do as much, that if you guys, after watching this, start doing some of these on your own, you will have so much fun and you will have so many cool pieces. You can get as simple as you want with your designs, because all you see right here is just little circles and zigzags and diagonals. Okay, let's see. Oh no, I don't have a gray marker. That is okay. I will just use brown instead. Crayola, you gypped me on a gray marker. Show must go on, so I will use brown to fill in the background since I already used all the other colors in the box. Could have sworn there was gray in this box when I saw it the other day. Definitely didn't use it. Okay, it works. Next, I'm gonna do this guy right here, and I'm gonna do a red stripe. So, outline first and then color in. Make a line right there. Okay, colored in red. Definitely need to get a new table. This is very shaky. Giving myself an earthquake test. Very first video or Facebook session I did, I put a bunch of weights on the table, but even that didn't work, so I think it's just a defective product. Okay, got my nice red cross, kind of like a lifeguard right now. So let's change that and add blue. And it might be a little too late to tell you guys this, but you could use any colors you want. You don't have to follow along with the colors that I'm using right now. Speed up this process. I guess I could jump around and but oh well. Okay. I went over the lines on that one. Trying to remember what the next Facebook Live session is. Don't remember what the piece is. Okay. I mean, I don't have pink in here either. Okay. Let's see. I will do a red heart then. Red heart. And then I'll do, let's see, I'll do yellow. Kind of matches the one with the star a little bit. I mean, Crayola jipped me on 2 colors. Okay. Let's see, I'm gonna do the dots green. Wish I had more of an audience, but it's okay. Okay, I'm gonna do orange. Kind of go over these green circles. Just so there's no white. Okay, so that one, I'm gonna do green. And then, like I said, I'm gonna do this one green. So it's kind of like checkerboard style. make that match. Okay. Now I will do, let's see, I will do blue. To go along with that top one, that top square that we have, or I have. And then I'll do another blue square. A light blue square. Okay, then for the diamond, I'm going to do a yellow diamond, but let me get rid of these lines real quick. Just so they don't show through. Then I will do purple. Yellow and purple are complementary. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna do these zigzags next. I'm gonna do like a red and yellow kind of deal. Like McDonald's. Yellow. Red. Okay. I'm gonna do purple and white for the next square. So I'm gonna make these zigzag shapes. Purple. Color them in. Okay. Done with that. I'm gonna do the next one. Do orange. Whoops. Orange. Make the next one yellow. Like I said before, try to as you're coloring, erase the pencil lines so they don't show if you're using markers or paints, well, watercolor paints. Acrylic will probably just go right over it. That one yellow. And Peter Blake was indeed a pop art artist. So if you remember my last Facebook session, I used an artist by the name of Roy Lichtenstein. And funny story with that is Peter Blake actually used one of Roy Lichtenstein's pieces in his artwork. And I will show you in a minute once I finish, because this bullseye shape that I have right here is going over this square. I think I'm gonna make the next one black and white. Cool, I do have black. Score. Okay. And so this is behind the bullseye. ladies and gentlemen watching, use a ruler if you want it to be cleaner, or if you like this kind of non-straight works of art, then do not use a ruler. Kind of make it organic. Okay. But I definitely suggest using a ruler or finding something with a straight edge when you're doing this. But since I just want to finish on time. Okay. Next, we're doing the bullseye. Bullseye, I'm going to do the center one red. Before I forget, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Where is it? Right here. Okay. There it is. That is the artist I did last time on my Facebook session, Roy Lichtenstein. And as you can see, there's Elvis. There's Coca-Cola right there. Marilyn Monroe. Superman comic strip. He used ads. There's Mickey Mouse. Man, he really loved Elvis, didn't he? And a lot of other things, like a baby picture. So I definitely suggest you guys who are watching to go into maybe a photo book or a scrapbook, like photos of yourself as a kid or other family members. Cut them out, and paste it on something like this. So, a pet too. Pets are great because I think you use animals. Next one is yellow. There's so many things that you could do with this piece to make it look like a Peter Blake. Around, see if you have any magazines laying around, cut them out, cut things out, like text and numbers. He does use numbers in some of his work. Possibilities are endless with this guy, and I definitely think that you guys should look at his work after this session. I didn't even know about him until last week, and I love his work. His work is so colorful. The only thing I don't like about Crayola markers is that they're kind of not great when making stuff look like you printed it out, as you can tell. Change up the colors a little bit. I'm going to do green and then blue for the outside instead of doing a green outside. Okay, here it is. Final piece. So if you want to flatten it out because you did fold it, just sandwich it in between like two heavy books and it will be a work of art. Or make like a frame by taping out the ends like this, so you have like a nice white frame around it, so you don't have to go all the way to the edge of the paper. And I want to thank you guys for coming